January 12th, 2023 at 9:44 a.m. It's a Jupiter day. Reading more of The Power of Now and all this shit falling together or apart right in front of my eyes. Facades dissipating, relinquishing my participation. I see how my relationship with food mirrors my relationship with ego, the false self. It's real gluttonous, real indulging. I go at it hoping to find comfort, to run away from self, something to fill that space and bring me joy. And then once I indulge, I feel more discomfort than before. It'd be different if when I indulged, I was actually in it, but that don't be the case. Just a means to an end, compulsory cycle, and it's feeding something quite parasitic in me. So that's where I'm at now, delaying gratification until I no longer wish for it. Healing my relationships so I can better enjoy it. Joy being emphasized. To be joy, not accomplish anything, not to punish, to be proud of, to love or to hate, to just be. I feel like there's not much that I can say as of late because dissolving self, not wanting to grasp onto any identifications, not wanting to grasp onto any feelings to agree or disagree, to like or dislike. Trying to find my flow in this nothingness. So speaking as I was before is not gonna cut it. The word I, just want to eradicate that shit. I had some dreams last night, and a friend had said to me, he was like, "You're seamless. This shit comes easy to you. Act in accordance. Seamless being flowing. How that shit just come easy." And then another friend who's really not even a friend, but in my head I feel so much love for her. Never even met her, barely ever interacted, but she be in a lot of my dreams. And anyway, I really admire her, in a sense that I don't know if that relationship is just something. Anyway, let me stop talking about the girl. She was talking about my hair, how it's an antenna, but I'm just not consistent with my practices. We'll say that to keep it simple. Just reassuring for sure. I know what it feels like to walk in my power, truly. I know what it feels like to be. Leave it at that. I know what it feels like to be. But that I've been feeding, truthfully, it's a narrative that I haven't been ready to let go of. It's a narrative that I've been picking back up. A narrative that I've outgrown, but still kind of had its clamps on me. Still kind of has its clamps on me. I was listening to something a friend had said. Why do you really need to be stimulated? Why do you really need that stimulation? And when I was first getting started on this journey, one of the things that rung out to me the most was dopamine detoxing. And I did that shit for like a day and a half. Literally. And then I put that shit down. But like I said, I know what it's like to be. I felt that shit. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm seamless, but trying to hold on to the narrative that this shit is rugged, that this shit is not seamless. Niggas say act in accordance, go ahead and, be all that you are. That shit don't need to look happy. I don't need to be happy. I don't need to be sad. I just need to be. Just be. No need, just be. So that's where I'm at. I feel like I be regurgitating the same shit. It's levels to it. Because before I'd say be who you are, be the incarnation you are, that's kind of like something I always come back to. Just authenticity. Being real about where you are when you are. I was saying that, but still attaching myself, still grasping at labels, okay? Still identifying, and it was like I'm either one side of the spectrum or the other, taking that shit to extremes, like I was saying. And then I'm like, okay, I can't be all in here and then not in here. Okay, be all that you are, and that's everything. I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. But now I'm labeling. Oh, Nyla is da-da-da. No, I'm not even fucking Nyla. So yeah, just be. Allow yourself to be lost in that nothingness and not hold on to anything that comes. Just let it all come through you. Drop those walls, drop the resistance. Stand on whatever it is that you're doing in that moment, like whatever it is that you're doing in that moment, like that's your choice. So choose it fully, 100%, and love that. Like make love to that. Another thing that is kind of reflected in my journey, my relationship with yoga. Throughout my whole life, like I was in gymnastics growing up. Do a lot of stretching there, and then like when I got out of that, just stretching periodically, then I was like, okay, let me get into the yoga. And I was doing it, not super consistent with it, but I was doing it, and it was something that I really liked. And you know, I loved how it made me feel. And it hasn't been until like these past couple months the yoga really been doing its thing. And these past few weeks, it's like I fuck with the yoga, but I don't even need it anymore. It definitely gets you into your body for sure, but it's not shit getting into your body, you know, stretching parts of your body if you're not fully in it. Like you need to bring that level of presence in it. When I first started stretching, it was more like, okay, I'm stretching to get to this point, right? When it came to doing splits and stuff. I'm stretching to get here. I'm stretching until the shit that I'm stretching is no longer hurting. And it wasn't until I kind of switched that perspective, like, okay, I'm stretching, and the spot that I'm at, I'm literally making love to that spot. I'm building a relationship with that spot. And I'm breathing, I'm literally feeling like the muscles loosen, the muscles contracting, my joints, like my nerves, I'm feeling all that shit. And it's beautiful. So just bringing that kind of mindset into my daily, when I'm washing dishes and I'm building a relationship with the soap suds on my hands. I be at work just restocking shit, and I'm watching how my hands grab the items, how they look in my hand. I'm seeing all the customers that come in, how unique each person's, you know, wrinkles in the corner of their eyes look like. Just fully being in everything. Conversations, I will admit I'm not the best listener. A lot of conversations have been like me very, you know, listening, analyzing though. I'm analyzing as I'm listening and like forming thoughts, forming perspectives to what I'm listening to, instead of like fully giving space to that person to talk. So being more of that space, being more of just nothing to give something room. That's not even where I wanted to go with this video, but it's where I went. I'ma go. That's all I want to say for today. I love you. Keep walking in love. just being.